Welcome back.
To getting her to say I do, my video dating vlog, as I go through the journey of getting happy and healthy and loving myself and falling in love with myself and liking myself and finding someone I like enough to date and pursue a relationship and pursue an engagement and get married. I have found her. She is here. She's been here for about 2 years. And I've never shown her to you. She's my best friend. And I don't get to see her for the next week, and I'm pretty bummed about it. But I'm super excited. Let's get into it. So last year, I quit my job. I gave up my house. Everything that I had, I gave up to go and intern in Oklahoma City, with the expectation that I would get a really good ministry job and be able to support myself and start a family and provide for them. It didn't happen that way. Quickly, I realized that I didn't need to do an internship, that I was effective and knew how to do ministry. I was just in a season of healing and reinventing myself and surrendering. And so that season was extremely difficult. I also got fat. I got to like 200 pounds. My stomach was huge and it sucked so much. I learned a lot. I grew a lot. I experienced a lot. It was amazing, but it was an awful season for me. Also, I was further away from my fiance. So, we were supposed to get married last year. Out the window. She struggled. We didn't really talk a lot about it. I knew I was sacrificing for a season and it would be worth it. So about halfway through the year, I was like, I'm going to Tulsa. And so I finished my internship, moved to Tulsa. I love Tulsa. It is super cool. I came here without a job. I was supposed to have a job when I came here and there was no job. And it was right before Christmas. We figured it out. I got a job at Home Depot. And I was supposed to be working 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. I was going to get involved in a ministry, kill it, get on staff, get a good paying job, benefits and all that, and then marry my best friend and my girlfriend. I ended up working a 12 to 9 p.m. shift. I couldn't go to church. It was Monday through Friday, fortunately, but I couldn't go to church. I also didn't get to see my girlfriend during the day because she went to work at 7 a.m. and I went to work at noon. She got off at 3. I didn't get off till 9, so I didn't get to see her. I also couldn't go work out because, I also had no social life because I couldn't meet anyone or hang out with anyone. I was depressed. I was frustrated. I was pissed because what I was told was going to happen didn't happen. And it sucked. But we talked and we prayed and I got an okay job. It gave enough to help me just get established, but not much more. And she was like, hey, I think we should sow a seed. And I was like, I like that. And so we had the same number. We hadn't talked about it, but we had the same number. And she shared with me her number. And I was like, yeah, I think that's what we're supposed to do. And so we give $1,000 in this offering. I don't have $1,000 to my name. And so it was so difficult and hard. And God blessed me tremendously. I applied for every church, janitors, children's pastors, small group pastor, and whatever. No one offered me anything at all. Pissed off, frustrated, and then I saw nothing. So then I found out that they have an open gym at 5 a.m. So I start going and playing ball. I connect with a guy at a church and he's pretty cool. And we vibe in and we get coffee and he just helps me and he speaks into me and he said, my parents went through a season, they did some stuff and it didn't work out, but he said that God impressed on him, if it was just one person that got saved, isn't that enough? And so God impressed on my heart in that moment that even if I never get to do ministry again, even if I'm never in full-time ministry, even if nothing else happens, if that's where my journey ends in ministry, hasn't he already done enough? I didn't want to be in ministry. I didn't have family ministry. I didn't know anything about it, but God, it wasn't my expectation or my desire, so God superseded every expectation that I had, every desire that I had. He did more because I didn't have any. And so I surrendered and let that go. And I just got content in my job, and I did my job, but I also was frustrated because it's just terrible. It's just lack of organization, leadership structure, and I should be able to communicate and but I got frustrated because I let things grow for too long. Anyways, reached out to a friend, was like, hey, do you have any resources? Can you connect with anyone? He literally, while we're talking on a Zoom, is connecting me with this ministry, and I get connected with him, and it's an hour away. It's a bit of a commute, and I was like, yeah, bro, I'll see, but I was gonna have to take a pay cut to go there. And so while I want to be in ministry, want to be in full-time, I'm definitely, like, I will work to get where I need to be, to get whatever I need to get. But I was like, man, if I do this, then we're not going to be able to get married because I don't make enough to get married. And the hours that I work didn't really provide for me to do, like, extra stuff around it. Even the job I was at, I wasn't able to. So I was like, man, you know, so we had some talks and some conversations, and God blessed us so much. And I took the position. I'm in full-time ministry again, super excited about that. And I've looked at a couple of rings because we're gonna get engaged soon. We have our wedding date picked out. It's October 8th, the end of this year. Super excited about it. But it was a step of faith. I didn't have any way to pay for our wedding. And I was like, hey, pick a date. We finna do this. God's gonna take care of it, and he has for every single step of the way, and I'm so excited about it. I am currently in Mississippi, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where her dad's family is from, and I'm terrified because I've heard terrible things about this place. But the job that I have, we are on a bike trip. She couldn't come because she got a summertime job because she wants to pay for stuff, and I wish that she was here with me, but we had to go to Arkansas and to Tennessee. Had this really good barbecue. I don't like dry rub, but it was so good. And kids, I love ministry. So grateful to be back in it. So we went to Tennessee. We're in Mississippi now. We're gonna go to Alabama tomorrow and go to Gulf Shores, and I'm super excited to go to the beach and then to Louisiana, and I'm excited to get some food, and I'm so excited to be back in ministry, but I miss her so much. She is my best friend, and we're gonna get engaged soon. I know that she's gonna say yes because we've been talking about marriage since we first started dating. Like, I think that was, like, communicated before we started dating, like, hey bro, I'm not here to mess around, we get married. And so almost 2 years later, we're about to get engaged, and I'm so excited. I'm so in love, I'm so happy. And so over this bike trip, we're on a bike trip, and we've ridden over 100 miles past 3 days. So my goal for us while we get married is to have a six-pack, because I don't have one right now. I'm not as fat as I was, but I'm still bigger than I want to be, so I'm trying to get that done. We picked our venue, we got our caterer, we just need to pick a cake. That's all we have to do left. And then, like, I need to get my suits and stuff for my groomsmen. My brother is my best man, my dogs is my groomsmen, bro. I'm so happy. And I didn't know if it was ever gonna happen, and it's literally happening, and I'm so happy. I will touch base, and I have a couple videos that I'll upload. It'll be out of order, but it's just kind of things that I thought was gonna happen. One was the day after I had an interview for a church. I killed the interview. It was so good. I knew I had a job, but there wasn't a job. And another was the day I asked her dad for her hand in marriage, and he said yes. It's just been amazing, and we're happy. And yeah, I'll update you guys as we get closer. As She's about to say I do.